We're at the intersection of Chestnut Avenue and Zona Street here in Pittsburgh's north side. See the bus stop sign, 6 Spring Hill and 7 Spring Garden. But until 1957 you took the streetcar. The number 1 Spring Garden and the number 5 Spring Hill. Both were abandoned on October 6, 1957, and incredibly enough, the tracks and the original brick paved street for a few blocks is still here. So for nearly 60 years, there's been no streetcar service, but yet somehow these tracks survive. Just as a matter of safety, my brother George is helping me out. I'm not driving and videotaping. But this, here it is, the Chestnut Street Remnants, the number 1 Spring Garden, the number 5 Spring Hill. Another section of tracks are still here. It's underneath the ramp of the Boulevard of the Allies, the old Forbes Avenue alignment. Served the 64 East Pittsburgh via Wilkinsburg, the 66 East and West Wilkinsburg via Forbes, the 67 Swissville, Rankin and Braddock, the 68 McKeesport via Homestead and Duquesne, and until 1958 also the short turn of the 68, which was known as the 69 Squirrel Hill. And the Boulevard of the Allies was reconstructed in 1964. The early Port Authority of Allegheny County, just a few months old at that time, moved most of those lines up to 5th Avenue on July 6, 1964. So it's ironic that the very reason why these tracks exist is because of the realignment. And you can see how Forbes Avenue would have originally gone. Most of those routes were abandoned a little less than 3 years later in 1967 when they were moved up to 5th Avenue. Our next location of abandoned streetcar right-of-way is taking us east of the city. We're right off of the Edgewood exit of the Parkway East. We're looking at what is now known as Allenby Avenue, or part of Allenby Avenue, but this was originally the original alignment of South Braddock Avenue before the Penn Lincoln Highway was constructed, which we now know as the Parkway East. Part of why I'm documenting these abandoned rights-of-way is because you can't take for granted they're going to be forever. As you can see here, part of this right-of-way has been paved over just recently with the construction of this new building. But the reason why this alignment was abandoned was because of the fact that the Penn Lincoln Highway was cutting right through it. Now, unlike other road improvement projects where the line was simply abandoned, this route was actually transferred to the new Braddock Avenue alignment. As you walk down here, it becomes part of Frick Park. But you can see how the rails curve over. And right in front of it is the exit ramp and the entrance ramps to the Penn Lincoln Parkway. So again, if you have any interest in this at all, I'd recommend doing what I'm doing, because you can never take for granted that these living reminders of our streetcar system here in Pittsburgh is going to last forever. We're looking at the remnants of the Munhall Loop. It was originally constructed and opened up on June 25th, 1942. And it served the 60 East Liberty Homestead and the 55A Munhall via Homestead lines. And even though it's no longer a streetcar loop, you can still see some of the special work, the switch here, and it's now a turning loop as well for buses.